Hello, my name is Brian Simmons and I'm the owner of Diamond Lures, and welcome to another series in our video series on riggings and techniques for bass. Today we're going to talk about football heads. Football heads have been around for a number of years. It's not a new technique, but there's been a lot of interest in the last year or two on football heads. Last summer, FLW magazine ran an article on heavy football heads and their different applications, and that sparked a lot of interest and renewed interest in football heads and the different styles of heads. And what we'd like to do today is take a look at some various styles of heads that are out there and some different types of riggings and applications for those heads. Here's a selection of different styles of football heads that are on the market right now. We'll kind of walk through a little bit of these and give you some background. This is a kicker series, that Diamond Lures that we produce here, and some of the applications for these various heads are quite simple. And this one, I mean, a full skirted jig is a very simple option here for this style of head. This is a 1/4 ounce jig head with a Mustad extra wide gap hook on it with a flat eye. And that's a pretty good looking football jig. Football jigs work really well in rocks and gravel. They don't work so well in grass and timber. They really shine in gravel and rocky bottoms. Okay, reason being is the wider head is more stable, and we'll show you that in the water here in a couple minutes. This is our heavier kicker series. This one features the same Mustad extra wide gap hook, although we're going a little bit heavier, and this is a 3/4 ounce head here. This is the same kicker head with a flat eye without the weed guard, and this one here is a 3/4 ounce football head with a big 6/0 Mustad flipping hook in it. Any of these things can be rigged up with plastics. Another good rig for these things is this is a baby pocket craw made by NetBait, and a good way to rig these things up, these heavier kicker heads with the Mustad with the extra wide gap hook, is to literally just thread this plastic right on here and then run it right up to the base of the head, and then you've got a pretty solid a craw imitator. And this could be used to fish in deep water with that 3/4 ounce football head. That's a pretty good craw imitator. And again, with the football head, when you get it in the water, it tends to rock up like this. It won't lay down on its side, and we'll show you that in the water in a couple minutes. This is a pretty basic rig, but it's very, very effective in certain applications, especially in deeper water with that heavier head. Here we have the same football heads with the screw configuration. We market a variety of different types of screws. This is a football flat eye with a screw that's literally molded right into the lead. And here's another variety of the same style of head, only with a 90-degree eye. A lot of guys are doing is they'll take, in this case, this is a beaver style bait that's produced by Buckeye Baits in Cincinnati, Ohio. And guys will take these beaver style baits and nip off a couple of the tip there a little bit on a couple of the segments. And what they want to do is have a wider base there, and then they literally will thread. They'll thread this right onto the screw. And with that wider head, it lays, if I can get that on there, it lays nice and flat and flush with the head of the football. Just like that. Okay, and then you simply come back in here and finish the Texas rig this way. See, that's a nice flush head there, the same width, so you have some nice continuity. That's a pretty good looking rig in the water too. And we do that screw head in a variety of different weights. This is a 1/4 ounce, this is a 3/8 ounce, again with the molded screw, and this is a 1/2 ounce. These all have Mustad Ultra points in them. Here's a demonstration of what football heads actually look like under the water. And the good part about a football head is the oblong shape of them prevents the jig from falling over on its side, which is very common with round ball jig heads. When you're scooting the jig, a lot of times when it's sitting there, it'll literally fall on its side. With a football head, it won't do that because of the side-to-side motion is not there. What you'll get is a forward-backward rocking motion similar to this. Now, when your line is tied and you're scooting along the bottom, what happens is the football head will stand here and it'll literally stand up, and with your trailer on the backside, preferably a cross style trailer, will look like a craw in a defensive position. So that's the advantage of a football head versus say a standard round head jig. And again, football heads are at their best in pea gravel and rocky riprap areas. They don't work too well in weeds, and they're not the best in timber. There's other heads that are better applications for that, but as far as rocks and gravel and that type of thing, where crawdads tend to hang out anyway, football heads are the number one choice because of their versatility. And the realistic presentation with a football head is just unparalleled. Hopefully his demonstration gave you some ideas on different riggings and presentations for football heads. Here at Diamond Lures, we make a wide variety of different styles of heads and weights and hook options. So give us a shout, take a look at our website. It's www.diamondlures.com, or give us a call at 866-303-5447. Again, hopefully if you have any questions regarding presentations for football heads or any questions regarding our products, feel free to get in touch with us. We thank you for watching.